little inspirational remark.
Let's take one every 3 days and watch the growth period between from when it got pedicured or manicured until it starts to get like to the middle.
and watch some creep from freaking Minnesota just throw money at the page. That's ran by two dudes taking pictures of their wife's feet.
Whack.
Can we say rich?
Maybe.
Or at least thousandaires. A couple of thousand a month, maybe.
No, bro.
Help us grow the podcast. Not saying we're going to do that, but I bet you in this hypothetical situation.
Basically, we got two guys doing the right thing, trying to do things without. How can I say it? Who's that?
The co-host of my other podcast just walked in the room. The co-host of the hey baby, you want to come say hi to the Coño Cast public? Come on. You want to plug this up or what? You want to plug it up? Here, plug it. Plug it. Joa, she needs encouragement, bro. Tell her to plug it.
Say hi.
She doesn't want to say hi today.
Hi. There, she said it. Okay.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
But yeah, man, if we do that, I guarantee we get thousands of likes, which we don't now, which is fine, but we will. Like what you said, we will. But yeah, man. So we was gonna talk about the Game of Thrones, but I honestly, since I finished moving from another state to this state, and I still don't have a lot. Well, I still don't have.
Can I be honest with you?
What?
Nobody gives a damn
about what?
Game of Thrones.
That's not true, because I binge watched every single season prior to this one within a 1 month period of time.
Because you're a degenerate.
No, I'm not. Because it's a great show, bro. Honestly, it's a great show.
I have never watched an episode.
I've just been keeping up with all the spoilers, so I already know everything that's going on anyways.
But why so much backlash on this final season? That's what I want to know. Like, everybody was talking all
this. It's just a bad ending, apparently.
I mean...
And since I haven't seen, like, every single
as
episode...
bad as The Sopranos was probably one of my favorite shows of all time, and, like, the worst ending ever, or the best ending ever, depending on your artistic point of view. But it was just kind of hard for me to...
Did you see that meme with the, what you call it, with the guy with the death guy with the robe and with the pickaxe, whatever you call it? Yeah, did you see that meme where it was, like, a bunch of different shows that ended really bad?
Yeah.
I didn't see The Sopranos on that one. Next was Game of Thrones. They were about to slaughter it, but I don't know, bro. Like I said, I haven't seen all the episodes, so I can't really give my opinion. I know some of the spoilers, and I think it's crazy. But from watching 7 seasons in less than a month, all I can say is that it doesn't surprise me that certain things happen. Certain people died because everybody winds up dying eventually. Like, if you know Game of Thrones, you can't stay attached to a certain person because he's probably gonna die. Heads roll.
Jason Momoa dies in the first season. Spoiler alert.
You just ruined it for somebody that hasn't seen not even one episode.
Jon Snow dies eventually, I think. I don't even know.
Yeah. Anyways.
But my point is,
it's a great show, bro. You should watch it. You should binge watch it. It's the only way to watch it, bro.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me, bro. Honestly, it's hard for me because one...
You watch wrestling and you can't watch Game of Thrones?
Let me...
Jesus.
Touche. But my point is, I've like medieval stuff.
You never had Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
I did.
So?
But
you never played Pokemon?
Different.
No, it's not.
How do you compare Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards to Game of Thrones?
Well, there's dragons. That's how I compare it. Anyways, and I guess I see what you're saying. I mean, I'm one of the small percentage of people that I don't think I've seen a single full movie of Harry Potter.
I've never. I refuse. I saw the first one.
The books were stupid lit when I was in elementary school. I never read it. Everybody was like, just read it. I'm like, nah, bro.
I read the first book. I said, fuck that. No, I seriously read the first book because it was assigned to us in the 5th grade. It was like, there's the new book.
They forced you to read it?
Like my teacher was like smoking hot 5th grade teacher, by the way. From Atlanta, white girl.
Southern Peach.
In my head, she's still one of the hottest women I've ever seen. And if I see her now, I'd probably be extremely disappointed. But for what I can remember, she said she got a copy to read during class for like a month straight. We went through the book. Wasn't for me. It's just not my thing. I'm not into fantasy. Yet I watch wrestling, and it's super contradictory.
Yeah.
I don't know why. No puedo.
It's alright, bro. It's alright. It's just, I guess it's just like how everything what we do. It's all about the culture, right? It's the way you guys grew up.
Not even
that. I grew up in watching wrestling too, but I just can't after The Rock. Sorry, bro.
After Dwayne The Rock Johnson tore it up in the movie theater. Which, by the way, are you gonna watch that his new movie?
No, which one? I don't know which one.
The Hobbs and Shaw, whatever it's called.
What is that?
It's like a spin-off of Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not watching that. Yeah, I probably will.
I mean, here's the thing.
My wife is gonna want to watch it. And then I'm gonna.
There's two things. There's one part of me that says, "Fuck no, I'm done with Fast and Furious." The other part of me is I have to watch it out of respect for Brian O'Connor, aka Paul Walker. Thank you. Like, I'm over here like, I don't want to watch it because I don't want them to ruin the series. But okay, it's been ruined a long time ago. But it's like, it's kind of the movie series that we grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who doesn't remember 2001 Ja Rule soundtrack to Fast and Furious?
Ja Rule?
Ja Rule.
No, it was Ludacris.
No, that's Fast and Furious 2.
Oh, you're right.
First one. Too furious.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm too fast for you.
Ja Rule was on the first one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I would play it, but I don't want to get kicked off.
I don't think my mom let me watch the first one. She said, eso es del diablo.
En tu familia, tú eres del diablo.
They're like the water boy, bro. Everything's the devil.
Everything's the devil. Bro, no, so I remember my brother. So, you know, my brother's quite a few years older than I am.
Right.
And he was a senior in high school when the first movie came out. And I remember he took me to go see it like the second week it came out. He went already with his friends the first day. Mm-hmm. So at the time, he had a Nissan 300ZX. You remember that car?
Yeah, dude.
It was like an 86 one.
That's beautiful. So we had the Fairlady Z.
Yes. He had the old school one.
Super T-top. Okay.
T-top back in the day. Ended up crashing it, but that's besides the point. This is Miami. Like Cutler Ridge went down to Sunset to go watch this shit. Or, yeah. Anyway. He takes me to go watch the movie. It was like the first rated R movie I've ever seen outside of Face Off. Because that's everybody's first rated R movie.
Face Off?
Face Off.
That was a great movie.
It doesn't hold up at all. The acting does, but the movie concept, you look at it now like, oh, this is whack.
No, I mean, I thought the story was cool. Anyways, yeah.
My point. Okay, my point. He takes me out, right? And it's like the most iconic, like, street racing movie of all time. Yeah. You watch the first one, you fall in love with the characters, and all of a sudden, you go to the parking lot, and everybody and their mama's doing burnouts.
Yep.
And everybody wants a Civic or a Supra.
I always wanted an RX-7.
Yeah.
Spirit R body.
Yeah. But that's Supra, though.
Oh, yeah. That's the king. Oh, by the way, did you hear that Toyota's going to bring back the Supra?
I saw that.
Have a few prototypes. I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. It's the body, bro.
Yeah.
The body's so iconic. I mean, you can redo the engines and it'll probably be faster than it ever was because humans are stupid and we like to run into shit as fast as we can.
Go fast and very hard.
For no fucking reason. But to me, it's how you're going to recreate the body when the body's so iconic.
I know, man.
Kind of like the whole thing a few years back when they re-released the Challenger. Like, remember when they were doing all the concepts for it? We're like, how are they going to recreate a classic car?
Which they did keep it very old school, but at the same time a modern twist to it, which...
Oh, for sure.
I like it.
But is Toyota going to be able to do the same thing? I don't know. Maybe.
NSX, Acura did the same thing with NSX. The NSX has always had like a Lamborghini, Ferrari look to it, you know.
So it was kind of simple to bring it back.
Exactly. So now, I mean, the freaking car is amazing, beautiful. I mean, it's very fast. I would love to test drive one, even though they wouldn't even let me walk in a dealership.
They look at you, they'll be like, you don't got the money, boy.
For real.
They just smell the cheap cologne.
Like, go back to your 98 Civic. go burn out with your front wheel drive.
Are you still driving the 98 Civic?
I mean, it's sitting in the driveway. I mean, I have it, but I'm not driving it right now.
Oh, yeah? Dang.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna sell it, get a new one?
Maybe. You want to buy it?
Nah, man.
Okay. Next.
Anyway.
Listen, guys. Yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say? Listen. We don't have a lot of time left, but we want to talk about something very important.
We have a little bit. We have about 20 minutes, yeah.
Okay. We want to talk about something that's very important that just finished happening within the last week and
This
a half.
is a sensitive subject, so if you
Very sensitive.
So disclaimer: if you are of the politically correct police, you can stop listening now.
I wouldn't even say that. I'd say if you're... Yeah, I guess you're right.
If you are of the politically closed-minded on the right or the left,
If you're politically biased...
stop listening now. I think we're gonna have to do that when we hit topics like this, because let's be real, the topic that we're gonna talk about is very controversial,
And we're not gonna like get into details and give like our political view on it. We always want to. Well, I'm not. We always want to give our human view to a situation.
to a topic for sure.
Right. So,
Without that said, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're gonna talk about the Alabama abortion law.
however, it wasn't just Alabama, but obviously they were the key player.
Yeah, I mean, the big one is Alabama for what they passed. In this last several months, abortion laws across the country have been getting revamped to different extremes, for sure.
Yeah.
New York, Virginia, Baltimore have gone as far as 9-month abortions, full-term abortions. That's giving birth and killing a baby.
I mean, yeah,
But
man.
then you go the other way. Alabama passing a law saying that you can't have an abortion, period. Look,
We've had personal conversations outside of the air where
yeah,
I've stated that there is no medium in anything anymore. It's like you're either one extreme on one side or one extreme to the other. It's like everybody wants to go full blown. Everybody just wants to go hard, bro. And
everybody,
it's like, dude,
everybody wants their tribe.
Like freaking, like as cliche as it sounds, we need some balance, bro. This is horrible.
We do. Now, okay, so these are facts. These aren't political opinions, okay? First of all, Roe v. Wade is a Supreme Court decision. It's technically not in the Constitution. It is not part of the Constitution. It is considered constitutional law because it was settled in the courts.
Right.
But it's a Supreme Court decision, an opinion on how the law should be read.
Correct.
Which is right to privacy, which is, I think it's a 14th Amendment. Okay?
Right.
Which leaves it to the states on how that right to privacy is read. And most people have interpreted it I can't even say it right, but they have interpreted the law to state that a woman has the right to do with her body as she wants, which I think most people agree.
Right.
Okay. Now, in recent years, more specifically since Trump has been elected, there's been a movement in the United States amongst people on the right to overturn Roe v. Wade. Even Trump himself has been on the record, on the campaign trail, saying if he gets more than 2 Supreme Court appointments, which he does already have, he would push to repeal Roe v. Wade. Which is where I think this law was inspired by. I don't want to talk for the citizens of
And he's the guy from New York, right?
Trump is the president.
No. Roe v. whatever.
No. Roe v. Wade is a decision.
Oh, okay.
It's the name of the case.
Oh, I thought it was that guy from New York, the one that started this whole deal.
No. It's Roe versus Wade.
I gotcha.
Roe v. Wade. I think the decision was done like late 60s, early 70s.
Wow.
So abortion hasn't really been legal in the United States very long, just on record.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So Alabama passed a law late last week to ban all forms of abortion in the state. And potentially, according to the language of the law for the pundits that, on the news and on social media, that it leaves room for potential 14-year sentence for anybody partaking in an abortion.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
14-year sentence.
14.
That's the maximum.
For my understanding, yes. Now, so I think the debate starts here. Where is abortion acceptable?
I think it's relative, of course, but
I think there's 2 things. and this is might not sound very popular.